Today that Turkey plans to boycott electronic products from the U.S. after the Turkish lira dropped to an all-time low against the U.S. dollar yesterday. Now, while the lira has recovered slightly today, investors are still concerned the country is not tightening its monetary policy. That is a problem. Exactly what needs to happen there and what is causing these big swings in that economy? Let's bring in right now in a Fox Business exclusive former member of the Turkish Parliament, Foundation for Defense of Democracy, Senior Fellow Aykan Erdemir. It's great to have you here, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Aykan, let me ask you this, especially with your experience in the parliament there, what in your opinion is the biggest problem right now with Turkey's economy?
Turkey's economy has been overheating for some time. Turkish non-financial companies have borrowed over $340 billion worth of foreign liabilities, and now the economy is coming to a hard landing with double-digit inflation, with a potential stagflation ahead and rising unemployment. So the key question is, how will Turkey manage to go through structural reform to address these major shortcomings?
And how are they going to deal with their debt, which is in the billions, in particular to European banks? They owe Spain. They owe. I mean, are they going to go to the IMF for a bailout? What do you think that their next move's going to be? They're going to have to do something.
It seems that it will be very difficult for Turkey to get out of this crisis without an IMF bailout. But at this point, Turkish President Erdogan does not want to hear any talk of a bailout. He keeps on arguing that this is an economic warfare waged by Turkey's enemies, first and foremost by the United States. Unfortunately, such conspiracy theories does not help eliminate Turkey's structural problems. And as long as such firebrand rhetoric continues to come from President Erdogan, I think global investor confidence will continue to erode.
Well, why banning electronic purchases from the United States? I mean, look, you mentioned the IMF, a bailout. We're the biggest funder of the IMF. He obviously knows that. He obviously knows that he can't be at economic war with the United States. Why is he taking this hard line?
Because at this point, President Erdogan needs a scapegoat, not only to cover for his own mismanagement of the economy, but also his son-in-law's mistakes, who happens to be Turkey's Minister of Treasury and Finance. And in Turkish political scene, U.S. is always the most convenient scapegoat, allowing Erdogan to create a rally around the flag effect. And he's hoping that the Turkish opposition would spare him criticism by uniting behind him against a crusade against the U.S.
Aykan Erdemir, a great voice and a great voice on this story in particular. Thank you for being here, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Well, the other